Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making Muntons extract kit, their Hazy IPA. And for this recipe, we're going to need boiling water, sanitizer, hydrometer, a stirring stick, a measuring cup, and a fermenter. I had a comment in one of my videos that there was easier ways to make beer other than grain to glass, so I'm going to give it a go. This kit comes with 4 packets of hops, that's 2 packets of Mosaic and 2 packets of Citra, 1 packet of Fermentus S-04 yeast. This also includes 1 mesh net to help filter out the hops while you're bottling or kegging this beer. And lastly, it comes with 2 cans of the malt extract. First, we're going to fill up a sink with hot water and pop those 2 cans in to loosen up that extract. Fire up that kettle so we have some boiling water. Now it's a good time to start sanitizing the equipment that we'll be using. Pumping in sanitizer in that airlock until we have enough liquid to hit those markers. So we need a total of 4 litres of boiling water, but we'll only use 3 litres in the fermenter now, and we'll use that last litre to clean out those tins of extract. Now we have our 3 litres of boiling water in the fermenter. It's time to crack these tins of extract open and get those inside the fermenter. We'll start by pouring out the bulk of it, and we'll get the rest out with that litre of boiling water. And don't forget to pour the lid of the tin in as well. Yeah, epic fail, but I did end up pulling that out straight away. Just having a quick look here, it's pretty thick, so I'll give it a little stir, then I'll empty those tins out and give it a decent mix. So with that last litre, just going to pour half into each tin, giving it a quick stir. Now these are hot, so use a tea towel when you tip these into the fermenter. Now we have all that in there, going to give this a good stir. And you can see that's loosened up a lot. Okay, now it's time to add in 20 litres of tap water. Giving it another good stir, making sure it's all mixed in. Taking a quick temperature read here to make sure my yeast isn't going to die when I put it in. Sitting at 23 degrees, so pretty happy with that. Time to pop the yeast in. So we're using the Fermentus Safe Ale S-04, and make sure you give that a good sanitize before you put it in. Don't forget to sanitize the scissors. Just going to sprinkle that around over the top, not going to give it a stir or anything. Putting on that lid and taking a quick gravity reading. And our original gravity is 1.050. Now this is just going to live inside on the kitchen table for the next 2 weeks, which my wife was very happy about. 3 days later, it's time to sanitize those bags of hops and get those in for the first dry hop edition. Making sure we spray those scissors with sanitizer too, because anything that comes into contact with this beer now can cause diseases. Cracking that lid open, cutting up these bags and pouring in the hops. Once we're done with that, we'll seal that lid back up nice and tight. So that's stage 2 completed, and I'll see you in 10 days while we dry hop on day 10. Okay, 10 days later, we'll repeat the process. We'll sanitize our bags of hops and add those into the fermenter. Now it's 3 days later. We're going to take a gravity reading and see if this is okay to keg. So a gravity of 1.014 was what we were aiming for, so let's get this into the keg. To get this from the fermenter into the keg, I've just got a piece of silicone tube and attached a Type E cam lock fitting to the bottom, so I can tie on that mesh bag to filter out any crap that's inside that fermenter. Hooking up that hose to the bottom of the fermenter, putting the other end into the keg and turning on that valve. Now that keg's full, going to pop in the lid and close it up nice and tight. Throwing this in the fridge overnight so I can get it down to roughly between 3 to 1 degrees. Okay, 1 day later, we're going to set our CO2 to 3 bar, put the gas line on the gas line in on the keg and roll it on the floor for 2 minutes. Now that's all gassed up, we're going to release a little bit of that CO2 out of the top of the keg. Now I always release about 500 mils just to make sure I get any crap out of the keg, and when I did this I could tell something was not right about this brew. It was dark, it was thick, it was creamy, it was not what I was expecting at all. I had to double check what I had purchased because I thought I'd bought a West Coast IPA, but what was coming out, it looked like a stout, so I was stunned. I don't know if they made a mistake and put in the wrong extract cans, but this was definitely not what I'd purchased. At the end of the day, this is not the brew that I want to drink. I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to tip the whole keg out, but buyer beware. Just be careful if you buy from this company. I'm very interested though. Did I do something wrong? Have you made this recipe and it turned out great? If so, please let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate you sticking around, and I will see you in the next video.